heading out of town on a four-nation trip to Asia. Is he getting out of Dodge or conducting foreign policy? Joining us live is former Deputy Assistant Secretary of State Liz Cheney. Liz, let's talk first about the timing. Why now, just a couple days after election?
Well, look, I don't think it's right probably to begrudge any president overseas travel. It's a really critically important part of the job. I think this is a trip that he's been planning for some time, and I'm sure that there will be an attempt at some important work to be done here. I think it's important to watch what he actually is able to accomplish. I think that you've got a situation where there are a lot of our allies in Asia, particularly the Japanese, who are concerned about, where does the United States stand. They're worried that we may not be quite the rock-solid ally that we've been to them in the past, and I think it'll be important to see what the president says about sort of a common security umbrella in Asia. I think it'll be very important to see what he says about China, about the relationship, about where we're going, and also look for him to work on issues related to a free trade agreement with South Korea. So there's real work to be done. I'll tell you, Greta, what concerned me, though, was in the press conference, he talked about the private sector piece of this. And he said he was going to put the CEOs on Air Force One and take them to Asia and open up markets. And it just sort of once again, I think, sent the message that the president really believes that, all business has to run through Washington, that, the president's role, that the president has a role to play in terms of, private sector. That's true, but it's really not the case that, we need the president himself opening up markets. That's actually not how the free market system works.
One other aspect of this trip, which I think it's a very difficult one, is he's going to India. And India and Pakistan have been at each other's throats for 50 years, and it's not getting any prettier. Every time we talk to India, Pakistan gets suspicious and mad, and vice versa. And we need Pakistan so much with dealing with Afghanistan. His trip to India, how does he sort of navigate the very perilous waters of India in light of the fact that Pakistan is going to be necessarily annoyed, although he needs to go to both places? I understand that.
Yeah, I mean, I think, our relationship with India is critically important. I think that, India is clearly a growing power, a rising power, democracy. I think it's an important relationship for us to encourage. And I think that, watching the president and the way that he operates there as well as in Pakistan, and, I hope that with respect to Pakistan, he's able to make some progress. We're not going to be able to prevail in Afghanistan unless we can make progress in terms of working with the government in Pakistan for them to begin to clear out some of those tribal areas where the Taliban and al-Qaeda are taking refuge. But I think you've got a real problem, which is the message that's been sent because of the withdrawal date that the president has set in Afghanistan. Those in Pakistan who want to stand with us, who want to stand against the extremists, have got to be thinking twice about it, because they have to worry that we may in fact be walking away from Afghanistan, and that would be devastating for the region, not just for the United States, but clearly for Pakistan and for the people of Afghanistan as well.
Before I let you go, I should ask, how's your father doing, the former vice president?
He's doing really well, Greta. He's actually out on the road. He's been traveling, making speeches, and he's feeling really good. So look for him to be back in public soon.
Well, we look forward to it. We look forward to reading his book when it comes out. And, of course, we're down in Texas getting ready to do our interview with President Bush 43 on his new book. Liz, nice to see you, and hope you come back soon.
Thanks, Greta. Thanks for having me.
Next, is a healthcare tsunami coming?